Hey guys, Rules for Rebels here, and we are doing another Bitcoin update today. So if you guys remember back around, I think it was August 2nd, I had actually made a video, I believe it was the day before or possibly even the day of the flash crash. Now the flash crash, if you guys remember, Bitcoin had been kind of hovering around the 650, sort of started going down to 620, but Bitcoin had hit a high of like just over 750, came back down to 6, kind of bounced around, and right around this point, let's see, first, it had gone down to about the $600 range, and this chart here isn't even showing the flash crash, but it's only showing down to 552. So if you guys remember what happened back on August 2nd, not only did it start dropping from 6 to the 550 range, but all of a sudden, within a matter of a few minutes, Bitcoin crashed to, I think it was $487. Now, I think the reason that this chart is not showing that amount is because most of the Bitcoin exchanges shut down. That's the same day that I believe it was Bitfinex got hacked. So most of the Bitcoin exchanges, as kind of a cautious method or cautious maneuver, had shut down and stopped doing trades. Those Bitcoin exchanges, which were still active, either they were so clogged with traffic with people trying to buy and sell that nobody could really do anything, or some people even argued that the exchanges were purposely not allowing buys to happen because they wanted to accumulate the cheap coins or buy into cheap coins because they knew it was going to bounce back up. Either way, whatever. Most people, some of you guys may have got lucky and were able to buy in at, 480, 500. By the time I was able to log back in, I think Bitcoins had gone back up to about 560. But it's kind of funny. Prior to the flash crash happening, Bitcoin was sitting at about 600 bucks. In my video, I had said that if Bitcoin dropped to 560, I was planning on buying in because for a long time, I wasn't comfortable buying at 700. I wasn't even really comfortable buying in at the high sixes, even at 650. But I said, if Bitcoin hits, 560, I'm going to buy back in. Well, the flash crash happened. I was unable to buy. I think by the time I was able to log in, Bitcoins were trading at, I don't know, 550, 560, 565. So I bought some coins at that point. They went up to 592. I should have sold off, taken my profit, and bought back in, but I didn't. So I'm still sitting on the coins that I accumulated in the 550, 560, 565 range. But it seems like Bitcoin prices have kind of leveled off. It seems like we've kind of found a new bottom. And right here, what you're looking at is a year chart. So kind of what I wanted to talk about today is just swing trading Bitcoin. It's kind of the same price you'd swing trade stocks or anything else that fluctuates. So you can kind of see by looking at this year-long Bitcoin chart, nobody really knows. Bitcoin could dive to being worth nothing the day after this. It could shoot up to $10,000. But you can kind of see, trends of what's happening. So what I like to do, it's at 320. Okay, so I'm going to buy in. It goes up to 370. I sell off and take my profits. It drops down to 360, maybe buy back in, ride it back up to 463, kind of anticipate a drop off, sell it, buy back in cheap, ride it back up to 450, sell, let it drop back down to 380, buy in some more, catch a little spike. And it depends on what you want to make per trade. I mean, some people are maybe happy making 20 bucks a coin. Some people maybe prefer to make 50 or 100 or a couple hundred. But I don't know. I mean, can you guys kind of tell from looking at this? Like you can kind of see trending upwards, trending upwards, trending upwards. I don't think anybody, actually, I should take that back. I think a lot of people did feel that it was too high at 755 and anticipated a drop off. But, imagine if you bought at 575, 577, rode it up to 760, sold off. You buy back in on a dip to 602, within a matter of a week or so, it goes back up to 7, you sell off, it drops back down to 650, you buy, goes back up to 680, you sell, take a quick 30 bucks profit per coin. Again, we had a little drop off here. Like I said, this is when the flash crash happened. But, you can see it's kind of leveled off. I could see Bitcoin bouncing between 550 and 600 for, I mean, I can't predict the future. This is just kind of an educated guess on my part. But I see this as a new bottom. I think we're going to be at the, say, $550 to $600 price for probably the next couple weeks, possibly next couple months. So kind of what my strategy is going to be right here is basically what I just explained to you guys, trading on the swings. So anytime Bitcoin drops below, say, 560, I'm going to buy it. Anytime it goes up 580, 600, I'm going to sell off, take my profits, wait for another small drop. And you're not going to make huge profits doing this. But if you got a couple $1,000s to throw around, buy 5 or 10 coins, let it rise up, 20, 30, $50, take your couple $100 in profit, sell off, wait for the next dip, buy back in and do it all over again. Now, personally, I'm holding some Bitcoins for the long term because I do feel like in the long term, Bitcoins could be, I think by 2017, Bitcoins are going to be worth a couple $1,000s a piece. But in the interim, I see no reason why not to swing trade them and make money. So kind of my strategy, I plan on keeping about 20 Bitcoins at all times for the long term. And then, over the course of time, I'm going to, pick up a few and sell a few and just kind of swing trade and make some money along the way and maybe invest that into my long-term holding of Bitcoins. But curious to see kind of what you guys feel about Bitcoins, where Bitcoin values are, where you see Bitcoin values going. And one more thing I just wanted to mention, I don't know how many of you guys have an interest in Bitcoins or involved in Bitcoins. I know normally we talk about, making money online, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, etc. So not sure if this is a topic you guys are interested in or not. So feel free to drop a comment. If you like the Bitcoin videos, let me know so and I'll keep making an update every couple weeks. If you could care less about Bitcoins and you don't want to hear about them, drop a comment. And if none of you guys want to hear about them, I'll stop making videos about them. But I just want to make kind of an update. So like I said, I don't want to say advice because I'm not encouraging anybody to buy Bitcoin because I don't want to hear you yelling at me if you lose money on them. But what I'm personally doing, like I said, I feel like Bitcoin is always going to be valued above $550. So even if I bought Bitcoins today at $550 and it dropped to $200 tomorrow, I'm not freaking out. I'm not worried because I know within 6 months or a year, Bitcoin prices are going to be back up in the $600 range. So, same thing with stocks. You haven't lost anything until you've actually sold them off. So assuming you have some money that you don't need in the short term, mid-term, long term, I feel like it's a safe bet buying Bitcoins at around $550, even up to $600, because I do think the long-term value will always be above that level, or at the very least, it'll come up to that level again. So I really have no problem loading up on coins. If I make some money on some swing trades, great. If it goes down, so be it. I'll sit around and wait, and maybe 3 months from now it comes back up, and I'm able to sell off and take a small profit and pull my money back out. But like I said, I mean, my plan, I plan on keeping, at least 20 Bitcoins at all times for the long term in the next 5, 10, 20 years. And along the way, I'm probably going to swing trade some Bitcoins and try to pick up, a quick $50, $100 per coin as well. If you pick up 10 coins and it goes up, $20, that's $200. If you pick up 10 coins and it goes up $100, that's $1,000. So, I've lost my ass on stocks. I've never really lost on Bitcoin. I've always managed to make money. So, I don't want to say it's safe. A lot of people think, oh, Bitcoin's going to be worth nothing. Everyone's going to recognize it for the sham it is, blah, blah, blah. But, Bitcoin, I think, has a lot of advantages over traditional banking. There's low fees. We're starting to see more and more major companies and e-commerce companies adopting Bitcoin. So I think it has a bright future. I forget who it was. One of these, I don't know if it's a Bitcoin hedge fund or an ETF that trades Bitcoin. But anyhow, there's just some article the other day about how a couple of these guys who are heavily involved in Bitcoin are anticipating a Bitcoin price of like $2,000 by 2017, which some of you guys may be like awesome, and some of you guys may be like, oh, that doesn't really seem that great considering we were at $1,200 a year or two ago. But it's just kind of my update on Bitcoin. If we want, we can take a look back at the 3-month chart and see some of these swings, and also the month. So actually, let's look at the 3-month real quick. So when I talk about swing trading, this is what I'm talking about. So as you start watching Bitcoin more and paying attention over a longer period of time, I think you're going to start noticing trends. But what I mean? Like, look, this is obviously a dip. So if you buy at 602, turn around, make a quick $65 a coin. Whenever it peaks, you can pretty much always anticipate a drop off. So, you buy your coins at 6, you sell them at 660, you wait for it to drop. Maybe you buy back in at 630. I don't know if you want to sell for that small of a profit, but you ride it up to 700, you sell off, buy back in at 660, ride it up, take another, $20 worth of profit, let it drop, buy back in, so that's kind of what I'm doing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, click that button to the bottom left of the video down here, and you'll subscribe and be kept notified of all my upcoming videos. But let me know what you guys think about these Bitcoin videos. If you want me to stop doing them, drop a comment, let me know, I'll stop. If you guys are enjoying these videos, let me know, I'll keep it up. But I was thinking about maybe every couple weeks making a Bitcoin video touching on where current prices are, as well as kind of what my feelings are on Bitcoin at any given time. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll check you out in the next video, and we'll talk to you later.